Good morning, everybody. Yesterday was OpenAI's Dev Day, and what Dev Day is essentially their opportunity to highlight some of the things that are coming in the very near distant future to us, the ChatGPT users. And I want to review some of these, and I want to show you guys how I personally am going to start leveraging these in my business and how you might be able to do that in your real estate business. There are some crazy things coming, so brace yourself. But let's dive in. So, yesterday was Dev Day, and one of the big things that they did talk about, that was November 6th, is very first and foremost, they are opening up the ChatGPT 4 model, and they're going to be introducing Turbo ChatGPT 4, right? So what ChatGPT Turbo is going to do is something crazy, and I am super excited about this. I'm going to show you guys why I'm super excited about this in a second, but the big thing that I am excited about is there is now the ability to hold 300 pages of text in a single prompt, right? So I don't know if you're like me. Raise your hand if you are. We're on YouTube. I can't see you, but thanks. I write some pretty big prompts. So I pulled over just an example that I was doing the other day. This is one of my single step prompts. Now, you could break them up into multi-step. This is actually not even that terribly long. It's only like 3 or 4 paragraphs of text. But ChatGPT, while I was writing this prompt, really struggled with it. And what I was doing in this, just so you understand the full context, I was uploading video scripts from some of the tutorial videos that I've made for our piece of software, the Systems Accelerator Manager. And I wanted to give this chat a little bit of context. I was seeding information into it, right? And I did that using the data analyzer. But unfortunately, ChatGPT really struggled with this because there was just so much text that I was trying to feed it. And once I added in the prompt and I was trying to have it help me write another e-guidebook that was focused on the Systems Accelerator Manager, it didn't work well. And a lot of this comes from the fact that all of these video scripts that I uploaded, they were long. And it just really caused a lot of issues. So now let's look at the fact that I could upload up to 300 pages. There are a couple projects in my life that you guys are going to get to benefit from in the very near distant future because of this features, right? So we have a book that we wrote called The Ultimate Guidebook for Real Estate Agents. And it is all about how to use ChatGPT, how we use ChatGPT. We took our core strategies framework and we applied it to writing prompts inside of ChatGPT. And it takes you from knowing absolutely nothing about AI all the way up to being a very confident person. And I have wanted to upload that entire document into ChatGPT and have it use all of this information that I've written about over the last year of my life to help inform some of this. Well, before now, I couldn't do that. I would have to like copy them paragraph by paragraph or a couple paragraphs at a time, and I'd have to plug it in to seed that information. Now, I do have some of those. There's a chat thread called Sam Seed, and I seeded all this information, or I told ChatGPT about my business and what I do and who I help, and you guys, the real estate agents, and what you do and how we're helping you, and all these things. And it took a long time, but with your ability to add documents for its ability with ChatGPT 4 Turbo to take all of that in a single prompt, oh, man, this is going to be a game changer. For me personally, I think immediately, like I said, I've got the ultimate ChatGPT guidebook for real estate agents. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go section by section, and I'm going to start grabbing that context. I'm going to start applying it to real estate specifically, and leveraging the fact that it's talking about AI, it's talking about real estate, it's talking about how to help you guys with prompts. And I'm going to make some more e-guidebooks for you guys. And if you are curious, if you were to go to Workflow Secrets, .info/free stuff, boom, we've got some guidebooks for you, right? So what I can do now is I can start building out some of these other guidebooks that I would love to build out content on, using AI for agents for leads, streamlining your business operations, enhancing your client relationships. All these things are areas of real estate that I know that we need to have good focus on. And now I can leverage ChatGPT to help me build those things. Now, at the end of the day, I asked ChatGPT, it builds me a guideline. We build out a skeleton of an e-guidebook, and then I go in and I rewrite it. And these projects, leveraging ChatGPT to give me that starting point. That's a really good way for you to do it. But if if you want a copy of these, they're all free. Just click the ones you want and tell me where to send it. It's all automated, so it'll send to you guys. But I am just so excited. ChatGPT 4 Turbo. It's going to have some really cool things. Next is a little bit more for our developers out there. For the average real estate agent, this isn't going to be as important, but they are building out some of the API stuff. So a JSON object is just a file type, and it is a cross between plain text and code, right? And now developers can choose to toggle ChatGPT into JSON mode. So what that means is they can say, hey, I am going to be working with you. We're going to be building out some things that I'm going to use in my development practice. I would like them to be in JSON objects instead of text responses, right? And so now they can do that. And I think the quality of life for our developers is going to be incredibly high. Now, for me personally, I have been using JSON objects to build the Systems Accelerator Manager, and that's what I build out these objects for these features that I'm building and adding into SAM. Then I send them over to a developing team, and the developing team looks at my spaghetti code oftentimes, and they figure out how it should fit in there and what it should actually do and look like. And that's how you guys get new features into the System Accelerator Manager. So I'm pretty excited because now I don't have to, write that extra line of make this a JSON object. I just flip it into JSON mode and it's going to be good to go. So JSON mode is, going to be part of 4 Turbo, and they talk a little bit more about that. Reproducible outputs and log probabilities. So we talk about this a lot. I was literally just talking about it. The new seed parameter. Seeding is giving the chat information. It enables reproducible outputs. So before now, ChatGPT was not going to reproduce the same outputs, but now you can seed information that is custom to you or your needs, and it can start to reproduce those outputs in a way that's really highly tuned. So this is really cool. Currently, it's a beta feature. I'm sure we'll get it in the next month or so. I was looking into how to gain beta access to all of these features, and I'm not seeing any signups like I have in the past. So I don't know if I will get beta access. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, but I will be patiently learning and waiting. And as soon as I know more, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I'm using it in my business. So that is, that's kind of how it goes. I am on this journey with you. Update to ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo. If you are a 3.5 user, there is an update to that. For instance, they're going to have 16K context windows by default instead of, I think it was 8K. Turbo will support, JSON mode, as well as they are also going to, I thought they talked about speed. I guess 16K is a little bit about speed. That's just, how much text you can put in. New model on December 11th. Mark your calendars, and API will be June 2024. So looks like they're just expanding their features. I think what they are doing is as they push the 4 and 4 Turbo and make it stronger, they're gonna just kind of trickle over some to the 3.5. That's your free ChatGPT usage. So I really like that. I appreciate that they're opening up the scope for your free users. That way, if you don't want to pay for a ChatGPT Plus membership, You don't need to. Eventually it's either pay now or wait a little bit. It's kind of like when you want to buy a movie on release. You can either buy the DVD or you can just wait a little bit, and then you can have your cinema. So assistance, API, retrieval, and code interpreter. This is something that is really cool. So the assistance API is on the OpenAI site. When you go into the sandbox, you can start to build out assistants, and these assistants are going to be able to help do specific tasks inside of ChatGPT. Things that they suggested: you could ask for an AI-powered vacation planner, voice-controlled DJ. Perhaps we have an open house event that we need a good DJ for. Perhaps our nephew is having a wedding and their DJ that they hire just doesn't show up. Not a problem. We now have the ability to do things like that. There's also some really cool Canva applications that they've integrated. I can show you guys that in a little bit. But the playground, excuse me, not the sandbox. I played in the sandbox when I was a kid. So right here, it's a little video example. New modal APIs with Vision. ChatGPT 4 Turbo is going to have the ability for you to upload images and communicate with it that way. We also have DALL-E 3. I did cover that in some other videos, but DALL-E 3 is a image generation within ChatGPT that you can use. It is really cool. You can tell it's AI generated images. Sometimes the text is just not quite right. But that is really, man, if you are building content with speed and you just need something, that's like the way to go. And I have a background in graphic design, and I still think that that's the way to go. Text to speech. So this is it can hear, it can see, and it can create, that's essentially what that is. Custom fine tuning is going to be coming. Indicate fine tuning requires more work. So they're going to be pushing that one a little bit. It looks like custom models. There is another thing that I want to show you guys. Modifying every single model trained, doing additional domain specific training. So custom models is something that I'm actually really excited about to explore. How can I help you guys, the real estate agents, with my background in real estate technology, with my business partner? He's got 3 decades of real estate technology experience. How can we build some custom models that we can provide to you guys? That's what I want to show you guys in a second. And the other really great thing, this for me, having a software that is AI powered costs money. I don't know if you knew that or not, but they give you so much money per month, and it does cost money when you are asking it for prompts and stuff like that. And so every time I call their API or I like talk to ChatGPT, I'm spending between a third of a cent or 1 cent to get these outputs. So it looks like there is a price decrease. A lot of this comes from as Microsoft is able to create more powerful systems for holding data, for using data. Is it more efficient to cool down these computers so that they can make larger amounts of data go through? It's whole sorts of like hardware meets software meets price, and I really appreciate that they are working to make this as cheap as possible. I only think it gets cheaper as we go. I know that there have been upticks and downticks in pricing, and this is really helpful. I think there is a point in which we reach data being so just absolutely cheap, and this is probably 5 to 10 years from now, that it is almost absurd for us to not be leveraging tools like this. And so the fact that you were even watching this video, are interested or engaged in the AI space, and you are putting such a strong first step into that. And this is something that I personally believe for myself, my future and my business, but also for you guys as real estate agents. If you are able to integrate AI into your business, if you're able to figure out how to create great systems that can be automated using tools like Zapier or ChatGPT, things like that, you are like, I've been in real estate tech for 5 years, and I've served in lots of different roles, from founding and building my own software company all the way down to I worked in customer success for a year, and I got to spend every single day, all day, talking to really frustrated agents. And a lot of times these frustrated agents, they just need better systems in their business. And it's really hard because you see these issues and you know exactly what they need, you know exactly how you could help them. That's not your job. Your job is to help them with the tech at hand. And I think that there's an incredibly high attrition rate, or people who just leave real estate in the first 2 years. I want to say it's like 90%, because people don't build their systems, and then they're stuck running like a dog with their hair on fire, and they're just trying to go from thing to thing to thing to thing. And the number of agents that I've seen with like post-it note systems inside of their car, with like weird processes of like, okay, on Tuesday at 3 p.m. I will sit down and I will email every person by hand the same email. It's all these weird processes. And it's like, with like 3% more effort, you've already thought through what you need to do. Just build the system for it. And that's a little bit of a soapbox I've been thinking about recently, and I'm trying to figure out how to, articulate that to help some people. But otherwise, higher rate limits, copyright shield is something that I'm looking forward to. So OpenAI obviously is at the forefront of the battle to make sure that AI is done right. And I appreciate that. I think that, I've said this before, AI is a really sharp object. It's important for us to point the pointy end to the front so that we don't impale ourselves. And I think doing things like this protects privacy and data. And copyright shield is going to defend our customers. It's going to offer basically a financial, legal fund for anyone who has to deal with those issues because of their thing. And it's just like, hey, look, our tool could mess up, could hurt you, and if it does, we're here for you. We're not we're not just going to leave you high and dry. And I really appreciate that. It seems like they've got our backs, and I really appreciate that. Other than that, Whisper is their speech generation. This is a really cool concept. I personally have been looking for a speech or a text to speech application that is either free or inexpensive, that I can use to take some of those e-guidebooks and basically turn them into audiobooks. Now, the reason for that is I know a lot of you guys are on the road all the time, and maybe you want to listen to an audiobook instead of, me thinking that you have the hour to sit reading a 15 to 20 page e-guidebook. Okay, let me do that real quick for you. I even went as far as, I figured out how to build out a podcast on Spotify so that I could just house them somewhere else for you guys and do it completely free. It's just additional ways to help you. But these are the really cool things from Dev Day. And there is one more that I want to show you guys. So if you stayed till the end, thank you so much. If not, I'm going to cover this in another video, I guarantee, because it is just crazy. So these are GPTs, right? And essentially what a GPT is a little individual custom built ChatGPT that can be leveraged, can be utilized, can be housed inside of ChatGPT. So what they kind of equated this to is on your iPhone, you have lots of apps. And to get those apps, you had to go to the App Store. Well, that's essentially what they're building. So there's a world of ChatGPTs. We had plugins before. It didn't seem like plugins really took. And so I think this is their way of thinking, what is the next thing? So some examples would be a creative writing coach, a laundry buddy, a game timer, maybe some tech advisors or some sticker whiz. These are some really cool things. So currently it is in beta. I don't have access. I want access desperately, but what you can do is you can build your own or you can build your own GPTs. No code is required. You can make them for yourselves, for your company, for anyone really. And you're going to be able to leverage them to start conversations, give them instructions, and extra knowledge. Again, we're giving it information. We're asking it to help do a specific task, and then it's going to start doing that. So some that they have currently, if you were to go into ChatGPT on this top right hand or left hand side, you can go to explore and you can see all of the GPTs. I was exploring the Cosmic Dream GPT. There's a Dolly, some of the features. Math Mentor, Canva has one. There's a game time, and then obviously you could create your own. I don't have access yet. I'm going to. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna DM Sam or something until he lets me have one. I don't think that's how that works, but I will, as soon as I can, be playing with building out GPTs. And truthfully, I am going to see if I can't build one out that parallels well with the Systems Accelerator Manager so that you guys can utilize the Systems Accelerator Manager just a little bit better. So GPTs, you will have access to. They are going to let you customize ChatGPT for a specific purpose. Again, I'm going to build one that helps real estate agents create their content, resources, and systems so that you can build automation, so that you can automate out the things in your business, like business operations that you don't really need to be doing hands-on for. You can set them to a cadence. You can set out the content, and you can start focusing on other more important things like building customer relationships. And I think that's really powerful. Best way to be involved in community starts rolling out this month. So even if I don't get public or beta access, public access will be later this month. I'm going to be at Mark's house for Thanksgiving, and I guarantee this will be our little Thanksgiving project between turkey and pie, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more. This is one of the cool things about working with another real estate technologist. I guarantee he's going to start building one for his business, and I'll build one for you guys. How's that sound? They are building with privacy and safety in mind. They can connect through the API. Again, you can communicate with them and utilize that. So there's some external things. And then they talked about enterprise customers. Essentially they've started offering a service where you can hire OpenAI to help you build or do things, which is really cool. I appreciate that. It's something that we kind of do, but OpenAI, they've opened up the ability to do that as well. I'm sure it's a really powerful thing, and it's something that a lot of businesses, I'm sure, are looking for. Man, who better to do it than OpenAI? I'd love to say, oh yeah, come join our coaching program and come help get help with your systems, but check out OpenAI. They clearly know what they're doing, and they really want more people to shape how AI is behaving and growing and evolving, and it's really cool. The same desires to build people, not just for them. So this right here, desire to build with people, not just for them. This is kind of the core principle behind the Systems Accelerator Manager. Like, I want to help you in your business. We're going to use AI to do it, but at the end of the day, it's you're the person who's important. And so I appreciate that that's their nuance of this. And man, there are some crazy things coming. So that's kind of what I wanted to showcase. I know that these like look at the blog videos maybe are a little more scattered than not, but we have some really cool things coming as well within the Systems Accelerator Manager. I am going to be building a GPT for you guys, and I will let you know more about how I built it, what it does, how you can get access, all of those fun details. In the meantime, if you are interested, I did showcase the workflow secrets / free stuff. And we have several guidebooks that I wrote. Took me about 2 months to, take my entire year of working inside of ChatGPT, helping real estate agents learn ChatGPT and figuring out, what is a 101 foundational concept of AI? How can I apply it to a specific area that a real estate agent might be looking for help in? And then I wrote those, and I used ChatGPT to build the outlines and then the pre-content, and then I used my discernment and my expertise in the area to actually write those books. And I'm really proud of them. They are by far, I wrote a book, and I feel like the ultimate our best workflow secrets. This is an incredible resource for you as a real estate agent. But these e-guidebooks, man, in 20 pages, I can distill and impart you with a really basic understanding of AI. Heck yeah, let's do that. Oh, and they're free? What? That's crazy. So links down below for those. If you're interested, I would love for you to hop on over, grab one of them. All you have to do is tell me where to send it, and you will get an email directly to your inbox with the link to that. And enjoy. I hope it helps you. I hope that it can kind of forge your path forward. But that's all I've got for today. I hope you are having an incredible day. And as I start diving into some of these features, you are going to get some content. So I am so jazzed, and I haven't finished my coffee. So that's something to be said. But I will talk to you guys very soon.